fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty.
We're not talking about Abraham Lincoln tonight. I don't give much of a fuck about Abraham Lincoln. He was kind of a pussy. He died. He got shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to have you here. As always, I am your host, HellaHootie. Today's going to be a little bit different. We actually have something groundbreaking. We actually have something insane that happened. I don't know if you guys were aware. I certainly wasn't. There was an election last night, and we're going to go over, we're going to kind of determine what seemed to have happened to Kamala Harris.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
And Donald Trump. First of all, hey, we got to give a congratulations to Biden. I'm not crazy about Sleepy Joe, but when I got to the booth that day to vote, to stand in line with all the other troglodytes, with all the other mouth breathers to vote away whatever we got going on, I got up to the ballot and I didn't see Sleepy Joe. Apparently he dropped out of the race. Bazinga. So in case you didn't know, Trump won 295, 295.
Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home?
Donald Trump won. Awooga. Now, a couple of the key states that he did win that I think a lot of people weren't really expecting him to win. He won Pennsylvania. Michigan? Hey, Detroit Lions are blue, but it looks like that state turned out to be red. As we're going to get into it, we're going to have a couple political analysts coming on tonight. In fact, I actually don't even know all their names. If I'm being honest, I kind of just got them last minute. I'm a proud median person. I'm a fence sitter, they say. I'm often referred to as a post because of how much of the fence I do sit on. My happy little fat ass likes to pick and choose what sides I'm going to defend. And of course, we're no strangers to the show of having different political ideologies. I don't know if you guys remember the very first episode of Hella Late with HellaHootie. We had Alex Jones on the show. We had Alex Jones on live. He's got some crazy opinions out there. So we got someone coming up who's going to be a little bit more to the left, I would say. I know, yuck. Liberal alert. I was up late, of course, grinding, trying to figure out who's going to win this race, getting the show together. I got my producers in a call, and I got everybody together to make sure that we were all on the same page. We were all on the same wavelengths, because I don't want my staff to feel uncomfortable around me. Lord knows women are already uncomfortable around me. I don't know why. So we're going to go ahead and get our first political analyst on the call. We're going to join a nice little phone call with him. First of all, can we clear the air a little bit, if you don't mind? You're giving off fruitcake vibes.
Excuse me?
You know what a fruitcake, as they would say. Do you know what that is?
Okay. All right. I didn't
Fudge
think it was
packer.
this kind of show, but all right.
Well,
I'll take it.
Of course. Well, first of all, tell everybody your name. What's your name?
So I'm mostly known as James Toutman.
James
A lot of
Toutman.
people call me Jimothy. It's kind of an online name, part of the streaming business. But James Toutman, political analyst.
All right. Pronouns. Those are big. What are yours?
Hey, theirs.
Okay. Nothing. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
You got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with anything, actually.
Do you know what it means?
No.
I've been on Piers Morgan before. I've been on CNN.
You've been on CNN. Well, I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know a guy by the name of Alex Jones.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's been on this broadcast.
Really? There's so many things coming out about this broadcast. I didn't know. That's crazy.
I love debates. I was in debate club in high school. I don't know if you knew that about me.
I don't know anything about you, to be frank.
Anyway, I don't know anything about you, James Townsend. So we're just going to go ahead and get right. Totson. Yeah, they, them. So.
Theirs.
Theirs. Well,
I'm
you're
sorry.
over.
I'm sorry, I never asked. What are your pronouns?
What are my pronouns?
Hootie? Is that right?
My name is Hootie. My pronouns are he/him
I respect.
or that guy.
I feel like that's a little condescending.
It's not. I don't condescend ever.
I feel like that's a little condescending or sarcastic, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know where you land on the autism spectrum, so it may be hard for you to understand things.
Okay, that's rich. That's rich, Hooter. All right.
Of course.
That's rich.
No, forgive
That's
me.
rich coming from. I can already guess what you're registered. I can already guess.
What do you think? I'm registered. Oh.
This party change section.
Uh-huh.
Hardcore Republican. Pal.
I didn't know you had
tell.
access to that, actually.
Yeah, it's all public record.
I was unaware of
It's all
that.
very much public
I thought no
record.
one would see that.
What you pay your employees is also public record.
You play a lot of games?
I do. I am a gamer.
What's your favorite game to play? We'll get into the election shit later. I'm a fellow gamer too. I play a lot of games as well. So what is your favorite game? Maybe we can find, maybe we don't find common ground politically, but maybe we can find common ground on the gaming sphere. So what do you like to play?
Okay, Hootie. Okay. I'll go ahead and tell you the greatest game of all time, and my favorite game of all time is The Last of Us Part 1.
The Last of Us is a game. I would like to call that woke propaganda. Some would say lesbians are in that game.
All right. Well, to be fair, isn't that the second game?
I haven't played either. I'll tell you my games now. I let you talk, you let me talk. Fair?
Okay. Fair?
My favorite game is a game you probably never heard of. It's real indie. It's called League of Legends. I'm a top main, right?
I don't.
Because I'm not a bottom. I
Other
top
side, the left side.
in League of Legends. How does that make you feel?
I don't know anything about that game.
Well, there's a top and a bottom, and I top
Okay.
hard.
Okay. I believe it. You look like a very top man. You look like a very strong, set in your ways top man.
You see this? See that right there? It means I'm married, buddy. So I don't know which way you roll. I don't know what side of the street you drive on, but I drive on the woman's side.
I don't not drive on the woman's side, sir. I'm not. I don't want you to think I was implying that.
If I showed you two images, one's a penis, one's a vagina, which one gets you erect?
I don't think I want to disclose that on this broadcast.
That's fair.
That's off topic.
No, of course. We're talking about the election. And I do apologize.
Maybe,
Could you accept my...
honestly? Both. How about both?
You like both?
By both sides.
Okay,
Let's
so
just say for the sake of argument.
for the sake of argument, you like women and men.
Yes, that's correct.
And what do you think God thinks of that? I forgive you.
think
But let's
maybe
talk
we
about
should-
the election
Okay, I agree.
before we get our third analyst on. So Kamala, she didn't win. Why do you think that is? She's a woman. Now, these aren't reasons why I think she lost. Okay? Because I voted for her.
Oh, really?
I did not. That was a lie, and I shouldn't be lying. I
Why
apologize.
would you lie about that?
I got nervous. When I get nervous, I lie sometimes. Kamala's a woman. We can agree on that.
Correct.
A very nice looking woman.
Okay.
Legs for days, they say.
All right. What's your point though? What are we agreeing on?
We're agreeing that she's a woman. Can you at least agree with me on that?
Yes. What else?
And she lost in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
Correct.
That's 3 big states. I know people in Wisconsin can't read. So is there an ongoing theory that when they went to go vote for her, all the letters were on the paper and they didn't know who to pick? I think that's a common theory. I went to DeVry University. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Never heard of that. No.
It's a very esteemed college.
Okay.
Some say it's the Harvard of online schools.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So in a way, I went to Harvard, of parentheses, of online schools.
All right. Yeah. Cool. That I guess.
So, are you okay if we get our third analyst on?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like we barely went over the point there, but
It's okay. He's real
show.
smart, and he'll be able to help us. So,
Okay. I'm down.
and what was your name again?
James Tautzman.
All right, James Talisman. All right, we're gonna bring up our
Tautzman.
exact. That's what I said. We're gonna bring up our third political guest on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to introduce to you. This is, I believe, are we coming in? This is Mr. Monkey. Yes. So my producer in my ear is telling me that this is in fact Mr. Monkey. My first question I want to ask Mr. Monkey, Kamala Harris did not win the election. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not, is it?
I'll settle down and we'll try to get back to him. So now we can go back to this one-on-one in a way.
Yeah. I've, there's something I really want to bring up that something's been on my mind regarding the Trump victory. There's a lot of things at play here that I think really swung the side of voters to vote for Trump. One of the biggest thing is I think Trump, there's been a lot of data. There's been some phone calls, text conversations, actually, proof that's been leaked by his staff that Trump instructed J.D. Vance right after he appointed him as his running mate to wear eyeliner to appeal and get the gay vote.
And he had sex with a couch, I believe.
I'm not sure about that, and I don't think that would win over the gay vote either way.
Oh, I didn't say it would win over the gay vote. It would win over my vote.
Why would that win over your vote?
You know, there's times in a man's life when, I don't know about you, are you single? Are you seeing someone?
You know, it's floating.
Gotcha. So that's one of those polycule type things you're in.
No, it's just in between. Let's just say in between. We don't really need to disclose the whole.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not. Hey, what you do in the privacy of your own home is your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna.
You're putting me in the box of a polycule pretty quickly, which is.
My daddy told me when I was young that sometimes if you look at the sign of a store and it says the name of the store, that's probably the store. He said that about me.
I think your father's advice is not good.
You're right. I'm getting off track. JD Vance wears eyeliner because he likes men.
No, that's not the theory.
Okay. A game theory.
The theory is that Trump told him to wear the eyeliner to win over the gay vote, which he did win over the gay vote. And it kind of brings me to another point, which is a big swing for a lot of these voters is Gene Simmons.
From Kiss.
Yes, of Kiss fame, Gene Simmons.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day, Gene Simmons.
He is a hardcore Republican, and he has a big pull and big influence on the young crowd, believe it or not.
And he's got a big tongue. That
is also true, yes.
Have you ever stayed up late thinking about what that could do for you?
No.
Absolutely. Well, everybody. Thanks, James Talisman, for coming on. He's a great guest.
It's James Toutman. Again, find me at Jimothy.
Okay. Well, everybody, of course, thank you all so much. We love having a good guy like that on the show. He's working hard. He's doing what he has to do. And who am I to judge? Who am I to judge a man who clearly is gay and he's working so hard? He was able to come on the broadcast. I also want to give a special shout out to Mr. Monkey, of all people, who I know was a little scared trying to be able to be a part of the show, and it's definitely not his element, the fifth element, but he was here. And honestly, that's all we can account for. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, HellaHootie, and you've been up hella late.